we're going to cover very quickly how to clean and grease these paintball guns. The first step is to remove the back breech. It's a 5mm Allen wrench. To open these Allen wrenches, you hit the lock button, pull the Allen wrench out and let it lock into place. In the back are 3 separate keyholes. You can put the Allen wrench into either 3 and loosen the breech. After this has been done a few times, you won't need the Allen wrench and you should just be able to loosen it with your fingers. Then we unscrew and remove the breech. We're going to take a fresh, clean towel and wipe off all the grease. If you're doing a full clean, you'll want to remove all of this grease, which should be done about once a week. If you're using the guns a lot and you're doing just a daily clean, this is the main area that's going to collect dust, as it's right below where the paintballs are being fed, and it rubs in and out like this. So this will collect dust the fastest and then rub in here and wear down. So you can leave all this grease if you're just doing a daily cleaning, but for a full weekly cleaning, we'll remove all the grease. We then unscrew this cam, which has an inner cam inside of it, and this pops out. We then remove all the grease from the inner cam. And again, this is going to be your highest wear point right here because this cam slides in and out. These O-rings on the outside don't actually move and they just seal, so they get very little wear. But this spot right here on the inside of this cam and on the outside of this inner sleeve both get a lot of wear. And this is where the grease is going to collect the most dust, and you're going to want to clean this and re-grease on a pretty frequent basis. You're going to clean out the inside of this. Again, if you're doing a full clean, you can remove all this grease and reapply. If you're just doing a daily clean, then you don't necessarily need to do this if the grease still looks like it's in pretty good shape. This is the grease you want to use. Only use the approved Eclipse grease. This is specifically manufactured for these O-rings in this gun. Any other grease is going to cause the O-rings to soften and expand. You want to apply just a thin coat to each of the O-rings here. Same here. Take any excess that we have on our fingers and just wipe it on our rag. You don't want too much extra grease, will just collect dirt. This cam, we place some grease here. And again, just grease all the O-rings. You'll want to collect a little more grease and put it right on the inside here. This is that main wear point. There's an O-ring in here that is again going to take the vast majority of the wear as this cam collects dirt and slides in and out. So we have that back in. We screw it back to the main breech. Screw that back on. This should just be snug. And then we'll grease all the O-rings around the outside here, including this cam here. It's a little too much, just want a thin coating on these. And then again on these. And as we said before, these O-rings and this entire breech system doesn't slide in and out. So these you grease just to seal the gun, but they don't actually rub back and forth. And so don't need grease nearly as much as this system, which goes in and out. Once we have that completed, we can set it aside. We'll take one of our gun cleaners and run it in here into this breech. We're gonna do our best. This is a clean, brand new gun, so there's not a lot of excess grease or dirt in here, so this looks clean. But when you're doing it after these guns have been used, it'll be very dirty. You wanna clean this out as best you can. Then we reinsert the breech. You can if you want. There's threads inside here. You can apply just a little bit of grease the first couple times you do this, just to grease these so that taking this in and out, the breech system is easier. And once we have this back in, we just turn it and snug it into place. And that's it. I forgot to mention that the first time, if you're using the grease for the first time, you'll have to puncture the opening with the back of the cap. And that's it.